You wanna know one of my biggest pet peeves? Yeah, because I know you asked. It's when people don't act their age, don't act their generation. You know what I mean? And don't get it confused, right? I know a nigga that Hunter's his favorite shit. Whatever, cool. Da da da. I'm not gonna sit there and act like Hunter was my favorite shit. Now let me keep it a band. A nigga who's 19, 18, whatever. Like, I don't know. It's just the fact of when niggas sit there and they glaze shit that they don't know about, or they glaze shit they like weren't really even like, no gatekeeper shit. But if you weren't there for that shit, my nigga, it's like, it's not the same. It's not the same to sit there and watch something in retrospect. I watched Bleach in 2020 over quarantine, COVID, whatever. And that was an experience, I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with it. But I'm not gonna sit there and act like I'm a real big Bleach fan, nigga. If 1,000 Year Blood War didn't come out, trust and believe, I would not know the fucking thing about Bleach. So I'm not gonna try and sit there and act like, oh yeah, you know, one of the Bleach guys. Cause I'm just fucking not, bro. I'm not. It's the same thing that I feel like new fans. Like with new fans, not even just like glazing some older shit they haven't seen. Cause another big one, right? Another big one that everybody can relate to. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was playing on the TV, I'm pretty sure, since the day I came home from the hospital, my nigga. I'm not gonna sit there and act like I know every single lick of a thing about Dragon, but I'll tell you what, I fuck with Dragon Ball, and I like Dragon Ball. I would put Dragon Ball maybe in my top 10, right? And here's the difference. I'll put Dragon Ball in my top 10, not for reasons because I'm like, oh, you know, the story is just so tough, or the fucking whatever. No, my nigga. I put it in there strictly for the vibes. Anytime a nigga hears me talk about Dragon Ball Z, excuse me, all you're gonna hear is me say, hey, if you want to turn your brain off and watch some buff niggas get to it, no, nothing better. And that's all Dragon Ball's ever been to me, is vibes. I like the way the art style looks. I like the way the niggas be, you know, the explosions be hitting and shit. I love it. But outside of that, and outside the character interactions, bruh, Dragon Ball don't got nothing for me. I don't know if y'all, when y'all was in school, right, niggas sitting there saying, oh, Tupac, da-da-da, or Biggie, da-da-da. And keep in mind, I'm not an old motherfucker. Nigga, we are 15. What do you mean Tupac's your favorite fucking artist? And then the nigga couldn't go on to name 5 Tupac songs. They couldn't even name 3. And that was a normal. That was a regular. That was expected. And that's crazy to me, because I've been seeing this shit in the anime community too. It's just like niggas blatantly in the comments getting shit wrong. Bro, my homeboy, no disrespect to my homeboy, I'm gonna say this shit every time it comes to my head. Bro, this nigga tried to tell me he knew Naruto and couldn't tell me the difference between Zabuza and Obito. That blew the fuck out of me, because this nigga was really trying to have a real life argument with me about the shit and could not tell a nigga from the first 10 episodes to a nigga in the last 10 episodes. It just comes with the unawareness, bro. Or not the unawareness, it just comes with the ignorance. The ignorance should just be like, oh nah, I know this. And it's like, you don't. You weren't there. And I know I keep saying, oh, you weren't there. Oh my gosh. But it's like, there's something to an experience of being there around the time that it's happening. Something we all know that happened recently. Gojo's death. Not even recently, like a year ago or something. When Gojo died, it was like, boom, it happened. If you didn't find out within that day or the next like 2 days or some shit, it's like, hey, you kind of didn't know what it was like to find out that nigga died from a spoiler or a leak online. I imagine it'd be the same way with One Piece. Once One Piece ends, nobody knows what the One Piece is, whatever. Once One Piece ends, then there's a certain experience that is gone forever. It's done. You don't know that experience. You don't know the experience of going to conventions, talking with your homeboys, talking to people online in the comment sections, going crazy, talking about this thing that is not concluded yet. And then when it happens, it's like, okay, that shit is done. Now you can find out in 0.5 seconds what the One Piece is, what this is, who's this, who's that, this nigga's related to this nigga did that, all of that in 3 seconds. I ain't afraid to admit it. Naruto is like my favorite regular show, right? Like my favorite regular good big boy anime, right? Or my other favorite anime, boy, I don't even know if I would say them bitches out loud, but at the same time, it's like, hey, there's a difference between your favorite and the best. And I'm just sick of everybody trying to have a perfect favorite show or a perfect favorite whatever the fuck. Dragon Ball could be your favorite show. JJK could be your favorite show. Demon Slayer. Even Demon Slayer can be your favorite fucking show. It don't gotta be the best. You don't have to, every show got flaws, bro. Naruto got shitty side characters. Naruto got shitty side stories. They don't do nothing with all their guys. I can tell you a million things about Naruto that is fucking garbage. But also, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna be like, hey, I openly love trash shows. I openly love them because it's just like, you come to a point where it's like, hey, the shittiness is kind of a charm. There's kind of a charm in knowing Rock Lee ain't never gonna be this big doo-doo-doo ass guy with a big humongous story, etc. It's like what I said about the experience, bro. It's just like, there's also the experience of just like growing up with something like this, like seeing something and being like, oh shit. I'll tell you what, recently I just seen Big Fat Liar, right? Just randomly watched this shit on a random ass Saturday. And let me tell you, that shit is that's just a classic. I didn't even know it was. I didn't know I fuck with that movie as bad as I did until I rewatched it. And certain shit like that, even though Naruto's not perfect, Fairy Tail ain't perfect, Eric ain't perfect by any means. Soul Eater ain't perfect by any means, but there's just a point to where I get and I watch it and I'm like, fuck. I know all the things that make this shit not good, make this shit mid, make this shit average, but at the same time, it's like, this shit is kind of crazy. Like, you know, it's just the vibes are immaculate. It's, I don't know. I'm getting into this bullshit, but yeah, basically, bro, just be for real. Like, stop trying to, there is no right answer to your favorite shit. Now, if your show suck, just say your show suck. But ain't no reason to sit there and be like, yeah, you know, da-da-da's the best because everybody else says it is. And that's what I feel like most people are just the type of time on their own.